What is going on, everybody? Joe, Crypto Insight Mining here. And in today's video, we're going to be spending some time in the farm. This is everybody's favorite video. Let me see what we got going on here. So, one of the first things we're going to be answering, big major question people keep asking is how many amps am I pulling? We're going to answer that question, so we're going to get some rigs plugged into this PDU, as well as go over some rigs and some of the cards that I'm currently running, and what my plans are getting into the hot summer months here. And if we have some time towards the end of the video, I finally got my brand new camera. Unfortunately, I did not have time to learn how to use it or download any software, so I'm hoping that the next video I shoot on for this channel is going to be on that Sony camera. So we're going to go over that later in this video. So if that sounds interesting, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. We try to do videos every day, if not every other day. Sometimes we're here on the farm. Sometimes we're sitting just in front of my desktop talking about what's going on in the space. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into this rig. Switch the camera angle. So this is the very first rig that I ever built. If you go back here on the channel, you're actually going to see a video from about a year ago where I directly injected a RTX 3060 Ti onto a Z270A Pro motherboard, and it was really, really good. We learned a lot, and I actually made a video on how to build a rig that actually is the bug that bit me and got me into GPU mining. So after that, that GPU is this one right here. It actually turned into this 5-card rig. Now, just to answer a question, these are two 3090s right here. This is a 3070, this is a 3060 Ti, and then this is a 3070. These are the first 5 cards I ever bought. With the exception of these 2 cards right here, I re-thermal padded and pasted them when I got them, but I've never re-thermal padded and pasted any of these 3 cards. The VRAM temperatures seem to hang around 45 degrees Celsius, and the physical temperatures of the cards seem to hang around 50, maybe. They don't run hot at all, and that's one of the reasons why people really, really prefer 3060 Ti's and 3070s and stuff like that. So, hope that answers the question involving how I got into mining and what was my first rig. That was my first rig, and please, if you want, go back and watch a video on this channel where we actually built that. So the next thing that we're going to do here is like I said, I think we're going to get this PDU plugged into the wall. Now, I'm not going to take my PDU off the wall. What I think I'm going to do is, just to get an accurate reading, I think I'm going to take these 2 cords that are plugged into this rig, that are plugged into that PDU, I'm going to unplug them, and I'm going to unplug these 2 rigs here that are plugged into those PDUs, and I'll bring the cords over here, I'll put the PDU down here, and I can run everything right here just for the video. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I think that's the best attack. So give me 1 second. I'm going to get these rigs shut down, I'm going to get everything unplugged, then I'm going to get the PDU plugged back in, and I'll get them all up and running, and then I'll come back on with y'all. So just hold on 1 second. Alright everyone, so we're back up and running. It's been about 10 minutes. I wanted to give them a little bit to make sure that they got up and running fully. I want to make this reading as accurate as possible. So as you can see, and like I already explained, we have these 3 rigs, that one, and that one, plugged into the PDU. Now I'm going to get down in here. It is a little bit loud and it is a little bit tight. I apologize for the terrible camera angle. I just didn't want to have to unplug and move everything just to record a video. So we're going to get down there. The first number I'm going to show you is going to be the volts, and then the second number is going to be the amps. So as you can see, the first number, we're using 232 volts, and we're using 17.3, 17.2. It's jumping back and forth. Those are the amps they're using. Now, when I bought my PDUs, they are 30 amp PDUs, but you're not able to run more than 24 amps continuously on them. So if you do the math on this, if you round up, it comes out to be 5.7, 5.6 amps per rig. So if you do the math on that, it should put me around 22-ish amps. So I do have the smallest bit of wiggle room. Now, I don't know if that's too close to the 24. Somebody's gonna have to let me know down in the comments if I'm gonna run into any issues. But as of right now, the plan moving forward is going to be to have 4 rigs on each PDU, like I had originally planned. So that's going to be my next move right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get the video the camera set up onto the tripod, and then I'll end up probably doing a time lapse of me getting this shelf over here finished, put together, getting the rig put up on here, and getting the box fan all hooked up, and getting that all done. So just give me 1 minute and I will get the phone set up. Alright, so the rig's all hooked up. It's always good to get a rig put in its forever home and its permanent spot. So super happy we were able to get that rig put in there. It'll stay there until next winter when I need it to heat my house. So I will make a video in the future whenever we get into that time of the year. But for now, we're talking about the exact opposite. We're going to talk about how I'm going to beat the summer heat with the cards that I have. Now, if you follow the channel, you know that I really like 3090s. I have a lot of them, and 3090s run way hotter than, let's say, like 3060 Ti's, 3070s, and all those. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have to optimize them down to medium or low from, let's say, 1 o'clock in the afternoon until probably 6 o'clock in the afternoon when the temperature here gets over 85 degrees. It's supposed to be a very warm summer, So we're gonna keep track of all the days that we have to turn it off and see what we can do. Now, I would like to say that the plan is on NiceHash, there is an extreme option in the optimizer that in the winter I'm going to have my shed completely open when it's not snowing, and I'm hoping to blast a lot of that freezing cold air in here, and fingers crossed I'm able to make up for a little bit of that downtime in the winter for the summer. So it'll be fun to test, it'll be fun to play with, see how much extra mega hash we're getting during the winter while we're down a little bit of mega hash in the summer. So it'll be fun to play with. Like I said, I'm not really sold on the fact that I'm going to turn my rigs off or anything like that. I'm probably just going to turn them down. I know some people were suggesting that they turn theirs off for a few hours a day. I don't really like going completely off, so once again, we will play with the temperatures and see what we can do. One of the last things I do want to go over in this video, I don't know if any of you are interested. I know I'm like giddy like a schoolgirl, but I got my new camera. I just wanted to show everybody. This is a Sony zv-1. It does have a screen that flips out, and as you can see, folds all the way around. I am so freaking excited to use this camera. I don't know if any of you have this camera or you know anybody that does YouTube or vlogging, but from what I found on Google, this is one of the best cameras for what I need it to do. So, won't bore you to death with this. Look out for the new footage. There you go. Got it to close. See, I don't know anything about this. I'm going to make my wife tear into this. We're probably going to start doing stuff on this. So, probably going to end the video there. Please keep an eye out for my new videos. The content should be a lot better. The footage should be a lot better. And the editing should be a lot better now with my new camera. And it's in 4K. So I don't know if sometimes it's a little bit blurry, but that should make it a lot easier. And it also got a wireless microphone that I'm going to have on my hip. So I'm hoping that makes this a little less cloudy and muddy. Like I know it's probably hard to hear me now. So I will see you all in the next one. I appreciate the continued support. Peace.